Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. This is Mr. Rowe. We're looking at Algebra 1, Part B. This is Lesson 10, and we're going to look at an example that will help you with numbers 10 and 12. So, real simple. This is about common denominators. So, we're trying to find a common denominator and use the common denominator to simplify a fraction. So, in this case, we're going to kind of use a little trick here based on the fact that these two look kind of the same, but they're really not. So, how can I make them the same? Well, if I was to take a minus 2 and I was to multiply it by negative 1, what would I get? Well, I would get negative a plus 2. Well, guess what? That's the same thing as that. So that means my LCD is this. So, but we're not going to really use the LCD here. We're going to kind of use a trick to simplify this real quickly. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to take the second fraction. I'm going to keep the first fraction the same. Now I'm going to apply this negative 1, and I'm going to pull it out of this. So just kind of hold with me a second and kind of watch what I do. I'm going to pull the negative 1 out, making that a plus or a minus 2. Now here's where the kind of the trick comes in. What I'm going to do now is take this negative, and I can apply the negative in the numerator or the denominator. That's just kind of how it works with negative 1 as far as fractions go. So I'm going to move it to the numerator. I'm going to move that negative 1 right there. And that gets rid of it right there. And now I'm just going to apply straight subtraction. So if I apply the subtraction to this, that's going to turn it into a positive. So then this simplifies into a simple problem that already has common denominators. Now all I have to do is combine like terms. And my like terms are the 9a and the 2a. So that gives me a final answer of 11a plus 9, all divided by a minus 2. Now, what do you have to show for work? Show this step where you applied the negative from the numerator or from the denominator to the numerator, and then show the final step where you added your like terms. So I hope this helps you with numbers 10 and 12. If you still struggle with this as you're working, please let me know in the teacher message or make an appointment for a help session.